Usually when you think someone fixes your computer, you think of a skinny guy who has his glasses falling half down his nose and carries around an inhaler. This was not Kyle though, and he was perfectly fine with this. I have known Kyle since he was born in September 1993, and he always was using technology or playing sports or doing something along those lines. He was very dedicated to everything that he put his mind to, and he was also a very loving person. He always had a deep love for technology, and this occurred ever since he was 13 when he built his first computer. I hope everybody gets to pursue their dreams like Kyle did. Kyle was very loving and athletic, and I don't think he would change a thing. Kyle was a three-sport athlete. He played football, wrestling, and baseball. Football was by far his favorite sport, and he played tight end for his entire career. Wrestling was a close second, and he only started his freshman year of high school. He often would stay after practices to make himself better. He would go to the weight room or run a couple miles just to stay in shape. This often went over to the field, and you could see the dedication he put into it. Technology was the largest part of his life though. Whenever he could, he would be playing games. Whenever he could, he would be fixing computers. This was what the majority of his life was. He dedicated his entire life to mastering computing systems. This all started when he was 13 and built his first computer. His first computer was nothing special. It was just built from parts that he found around the house. This was pretty easy to do though, since his dad was very dedicated to computers also. His second computer was built for a friend. He built it just because his friend seen how much he loved technology. This went on for the rest of his life, him building computers for other people and building computers for himself. He was a very loving person. Right before Kyle died, he was often building computers. He was actually in the process of making a gaming computer, but unfortunately he could not finish this because of his unfortunate death. Kyle often had jobs involving technology. His first job he got was freshman year of high school when he started working for Marathon High School doing technology things. He would go around fixing teachers' computers, he would talk to people about what their technology needs were. Anything involving technology, Kyle would be there. His second job he got was at Regal Beloit after high school. This was a Fortune 500 company that had quite a large technology department. Their technology department brought Kyle in because they seen how dedicated and loving he was to technology. His knowledge for computers helped expand not only their knowledge, but the knowledge of everybody around him. Kyle finally, after 3 years, decided to move on and moved down to Milwaukee. Once he moved down to Milwaukee, he had a hard time finding jobs. He did find a job eventually though, working at SC Johnson. His third and final job before he died was this job, and it was working at IT. He would call people and fix their problems over the phone or remote into their computers to see what their problem was. He loved this job and he would never trade it for the world. Not only did Kyle pursue technology in his professional career, he also did in the personal life. He would often play games countless hours. He has pulled all-nighters before, and we have dedicated many hours to it. His favorite game was Roll the Tanks, but towards the end of his life, he did start playing World War Thunder. This passion for games only increased his knowledge in games. The reason it increased his knowledge in games was because the technology that he had to use, he had to also fix whenever it was broken. This just increased his knowledge and kept him up to date with the newest things. Kyle was just a very dedicated and loving person, and I hope that you all get to pursue your dreams like Kyle did. I hope that his dedication did not go to waste, and I hope that it inspires all of you to become better people, and although his life was short, it was full of great things.